Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been donned with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. The opening jump is won by Phoenix. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Richardson. Deep two there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Devin Booker trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. And draws the foul.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rubio into the front court. Leads 1. Shot from in close, no good. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Kelly Oubre. Nothing going here on that drive. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. To Richardson. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
To Tobias Harris. For 3, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Here comes the screen. Rubio to Booker. Gets a shot up off the mark.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Booker to Rubio. Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top?
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time for some new personnel into the game. Harris. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a point. Ricky Rubio, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Able to convert on both free throws. Sixers control it. A lot of contact, no whistle. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Lets it fly from long range. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
2 for 2 on that trip.
Philadelphia 76ers, number 43, Jonah Bolden.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 2. Oh, Ben Simmons. 4 out of 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. The pass set it all up.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Booker to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio to Booker. Sixers with the rebound. And the front court comes Simmons. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Tough shot. Well defended. Here comes the screen. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Not that time. To Simmons. Curling inside. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ben Simmons, he's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
Phoenix Suns, number 2.
And gets both to drop at the line. Phoenix has the ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
This for the tie. First quarter is complete. The 76ers have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Has a chance. Not that time. To Embiid. And the Suns right there for the rebound. Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face
Garbage.
of the offensive player.
Trash.
Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went
Garbage.
in, but and one.
Trash. Hot trash.
Aaron Baines at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym.
And a put-back slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Aaron Baines at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And he makes them both. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Short jumper misses. Rubio into the front court. His team up by 1. And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
You wanna play.
It was right there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
And that's rebounded by the Suns. Into the front court. It's Booker. Leads just a point. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oh, 5-second violation. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Slams it down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Crawford. Joel Embiid. Huge block. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Crawford. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. That is great vision to set it up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads a bucket. Booker to Crawford. Look out, Devin Booker. He's now 4 for 6.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. For 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Short jumper won't fall. Here's Rubio up top. Lead is 2. Ricky Rubio. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Booker with it. Leads 3. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Simmons with it. Down 4. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Richardson. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Tobias Harris trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. It's Phoenix ball. Booker to Kelly Oubre. And he adds the free throw. Booker can't get the bounce. The follow won't go either.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Rubio into the front court. Leads 1. Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
DeAndre Ayton. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rubio. Well defended, but Ricky Rubio takes his man for a ride and knocks it down.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
We reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Suns have the lead, but not by much. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The 76ers aren't down by too much at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Rebounds.
Never give up on the play. That's what every coach tells you all the way back to grade school. And that's what we're seeing here tonight with the effort on the boards.
Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2.
number one.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Simmons. Here's Rubio into the front court. 2-point advantage. Ben Simmons pins it. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot, man.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Cruises inside for 2.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let him play, ref.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Suns ball. To Mikal Bridges. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Simmons to Horford. Oh, I missed a short one there. To Booker. Has a chance. Booker's shot, no good. Embiid to Tobias Harris. Over to the right side. Richardson. Josh Richardson. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
And he's going to the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Into the front court, it's Booker. He'll run the offense. A drive, but he can't get it to go. There it is, Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Booker. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Missed a wide open look. Booker with it. Our score all even in this third quarter. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Deep right corner, Josh Richardson. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Big finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's Rubio up top. Tie game, third quarter.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. DeAndre Ayton.
2 minutes
To
remaining
Crawford.
in the third quarter.
Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Simmons to Embiid. Rebound, Aaron Baines. Phoenix with it. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Goes to the left side. Simmons. Got to the rim but couldn't finish. Short jumper off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Tough make through traffic.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Kelly Oubre. Jonah Bolden sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Runners good there.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Suns control the possession. Crawford. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Joel Embiid.
Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Off the assist.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Suns with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Crawford. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Simmons. Won't go. Into the front court. It's Booker. His guys down 3. Off the mark. Fires the 3. And the rebound corralled by Crawford. Kylo knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Mikal Bridges. And 2 points to the board. Simmons. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Rubio. Has a look. A shot no good there for Booker. They go down low to Simmons. Taken by the Suns. To Booker. Baseline drive. Josh Richardson with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Booker. Josh Richardson, now 3 for 9.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
He throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Ben Simmons, he's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Booker with it. His guys now down by a point. To Rubio. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead.
I got ball. This is all me.
Tobias Harris above the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Into the front court, it's Booker. All even here in the fourth. Horford. From long range, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Ricky Rubio. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Simmons. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Time to shuffle things up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Rebound cleared by Philly. To Tobias Harris. Oh, big finish at the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Phoenix has the ball. Rubio. Off the assist.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And stuffs it home.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Rubio into the front court. Down 3. To Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Got it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's Phoenix ball. Rubio. Not that time. Horford to Tobias Harris. Richardson.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. It's a second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Horford. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Booker, nice pass to set things up. Wide open look, won't go. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And he makes them both. Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys down by 9. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
Lays it up and in. Embiid, good for 2. The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3-ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Suns must be devastated after such a close loss.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Second chance points.
This matchup was all about second chance points. Players from each of these teams were involved in the action, taking offensive rebounds and turning them into points for their respective scoreboards.
Player of the game.
Simmons.
Seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.